Oh, dude, if I died on that, oh my god, I'm so mad. Look at him. He's fucking typing in chat. He's so mad. I'm seeing like a lot of good shit here, by the way. This is going to be awesome to talk about. Okay, and this demo specifically, what was the main thing you wanted to like work on? I saw you had a good KD.
Yeah, KD was alright, but I feel like I still kind of like griefed quite a bit. Like, I felt like I was locked in for a good amount of the game, but at the same time, like, it would just like random level 1 play in my head.
Okay.
Just trying to figure out what would be like, you know, more smarter moves and more general, like, better percentages to take.
And where do you normally default on this map?
I usually, like, in a team setting, I usually default towards, like, mid or, like, towards canal A.
Okay.
That's everything. But I kind of just, like, in pugs, I kind of just fall for wherever that I feel like I'm going to be able to get a pick.
Waiting here is good. Okay. Did it speak? No.
Okay.
Why?
I thought I would be able to isolate one of the mid players because I had thought that one of the other players had like fallen off, and I knew that one was going to be flanking me from either B main or from like canal.
Yep.
And so I thought I would be able to get an easier like isolated fight. Although my preem is pretty dog shit for said fight.
That's the main thing, and it's not necessarily your preem. It's because you're peeking so wide. Your preem has to like. Ideally, you give it like a jiggle to see if he's in like the headshot angle or in the smoke, and then you peek camera, then you check close, then you go up. You're doing this all.
I
in
need
one
to slice better. Yeah.
Because you made step on this peak, which you shouldn't be making step on this peak, because if he's not here, then you just troll your flank.
Yeah, gave info.
Only thing I will say with this, I would at least try and search for his USP. Because you're 1 HP, it would really suck to like plant and like die to him CT after you gush him.
We're gonna see something funny coming up ahead, actually, specifically for that.
If you gush this guy and die, I will be pissed.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you walked past each other. Don't tell me you gush him. Please don't tell me you gush him. There you go. Low % chance that you'll lose the round because of it, but it would be a really stupid way to lose the round because you had access to a USP. That sucks. You play with Richard the other day? Yeah, he was in my last the video that I uploaded to YouTube on the Nico model. Nice. You're trolling. I'll explain why.
Trolling?
Yes. This? Good. This? As soon as you see him crossing, you know he's on the right side. Why are we still jiggling? Because if this guy's taking a fight here, probably not going to keep going at mid because he's taking too long. Right? If he were to go mid, now anyone's steps could come back and hold him. Anyone B could come back and hold him. He's probably not committing to this fight. He's just going to take this fight and run away. And I'm not thinking of all this in the moment, by the way. I'm not thinking of like, oh yeah, I could come in, you know, the timing, blah, 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 blah. But if you ever see anyone fighting bridge to steps, they're probably not continuing to push mid.
Yeah, they're playing to bail.
Right. So you should be holding for the exit because the way this peak is going to go, he's just going to run across while he's reloading or just going to be a jump. But I would pre-aim for the run across. He wasn't even looking at you. Yeah. Nice. Down for grab bomb. Alright, now you're trying to deal with the A guy or the... Yeah, pretty much just the A guy if you want mid or if you want A main.
I'm just looking for anybody that's getting a little bit overzealous.
Yep, this is fun. Part of the reason why I like this as well is by waiting like this, you essentially clear mid for yourself. Because knowing that there were two towards B, they're not going to go 1-1-1, right?
Yeah.
If there's already two towards B, if there's anyone mid, it's going to be A guy. This A guy is not going to sit here for fucking forever if you could just go rugs to A. So by waiting this long, you clear mid for yourself, which is good. Stop doing this. The switching sides with your gun.
Okay.
It's so dumb.
I don't really do it for like other than like my own perceived ADHD reasons, but I could unbound it.
Just unbind it, yeah.
Alright.
This is cool. So, this peak is fine. This peak on red. Why are we hitting our shift walk key? See that?
Oh, did I shift?
Yeah. It's very small. It's very small.
It's a crazy catch, actually. What the hell?
You see it though, right?
Yeah, it's very, very... It's like a tap.
It looks like you hit your shift walk key or you mess up the timing with when you're strafing and you hit A. Like while you're still holding D instead of just straight up, just counter strafing. Small
like
detail, but if you're... Yeah, small detail, but if you're going for a peak on red like that, like it has to be perfect or you die.
Should it be like should it be like a committed like crouch peek at that point?
You could go for committed crouch
like
peek. I think committed crouch peek is fine.
Okay.
Or it's just like a pre-fire. What was your spawn? If you had the best spawn, you should just be insta-peeking red. Yeah, you should be insta-peeking red. Because the way this normally goes, the reason why I'm peeking mid with the spawn is because if anyone doesn't have the first two spawns on CT side, the best T spawn will be able to catch this guy while he's throwing a nade or smoke or whatever, deep mid.
Okay.
Usually it's a nade. So if you have best spawn, I go here and I just like pre-fire red, pretty much. And I'll show you the timing on it. I don't know if you would have been able to get anything yet. No one would have peeked you. But you would be peeked red right now, and this guy just stopped to turn. So you would...
Yeah.
Timing meets out. But I think you did it again on your commit peek to... No, you didn't. That's fine. Buying skins can be hard with so many sites to choose from, but this is where SkinSearch comes in. SkinSearch compiles all of the biggest and most trusted CS marketplaces into one search bar, letting you find your desired skin for the absolute best price. It was created by Sparkles with the goal of helping the CS community find their dream skins at the lowest prices possible. It has trade-up contract calculators, real value inventory assessments, and allows most currencies so that everyone can have their best opportunity at getting that dream skin. If you want to check them out, click the link in my description, and let's get back to the video. What's wrong with the buy?
I don't really know. I have a lot of money though, comparative.
Right, you should drop your teammate.
Oh yeah.
So drop Sharpie or drop Richard. The reason why is because they just have no fucking util now. And a map like Anubis with like low util really sucks. And low util doesn't really mean like, oh, like low smokes. Like you could still have 4 smokes, but like it doesn't really, like you need mollies on this map. You need molly to clear E-box, molly to clear doors, molly for emo, backside B, molly for cake, molly for camera, this kind of stuff. So yeah, you should just be dropping a rifle to them. Bad flash.
Bad molly. Well.
Is this your molly? Yeah.
Yeah, the molly missed. There's probably that.
Yeah,
like,
just a little too high.
Yeah, that upwards.
Yeah, the reason why I don't really like the flash is because you're throwing it super high and like over here. So I'll show you where it pops. The only thing I see with it is like they insta smoke mid. If this molly is supposed to go red, and like what, you guys mollied door as well?
Yeah, so I'm kind of do it here, and like it's supposed to be like one of our old strats. It's mainly a 3-person job. That's why the flash is kind of like dog shit.
Okay.
But it's like it's supposed to be like a relatively perfect molly on doors and red, and then I would be like popped on the corner. It's like a very, very fast play to just take mid control, like really early. So we're kind of just doing this on the fly as well at the same time.
I could see that. My only issue is if they smoke mid, they can play in front of smoke, and his flash doesn't get that.
Okay.
So what I would rather do is do like right-click flash, high left flash, go through. If they're in front of the smoke, I kill. If they're not in front of the smoke, I keep going, and door is blind. Kind of hindsighty, because did you have 2 flashes? I'm not sure if you did. I think you might have had nade.
I think I had nade.
Naded.
Yeah, the nade is also like there to like kind of deter anybody that wants to try to like play past a molly if they wanted to stay in. And I just like, you know, just get chunk damage really early.
Nice. Nice. Smoke temple immediately. Fuck. Do you know why?
No, I do not.
Okay. So, on this map, I'm actually really excited for this. On this map, what are the standard CT setup? What is like normal CT setup?
Either 3-1-1 or 2-2-1.
Yep.
Usually.
And usually how it goes is like 2B 40% of the time, or sorry, 3B 40% of the time, 2 mid 40% of the time, to A 20% of the time, because you have B player, E-box player, mid player, A player, and this floater just decides he goes B 40%, mid 40%, A 20% is usually how it goes. Because you get 2 kills mid, you know 2B, 1A. Should know this. If you smoke temple, then if this guy's not immediately through that temple smoke, you now cut them off and mid is a question mark. If you smoke camera, this guy temple could still rotate and watch the camera smoke, watch the B flank, right? Like, this doesn't do much.
Yeah, he's... Okay.
If you smoke temple, it does a lot. And like in
it
this
also
instance,
blocks me from going into A, and I would have to fight the temple guy regardless, and he can just
Right.
play for info.
Yeah.
And so there's no real pinch happening.
Yeah, it doesn't deny anything. Like you
So
can
that was
cross
grief.
temple. I mean, it's not like the worst
grief.
thing in the world. It's not the worst thing in the world, but like, yeah, kind of grief.
I like
the way
I
you could be
capitalized on
using
two free kills, and then I completely botched it.
Yeah, if you wanted to use it. This is how I would use it. You smoke it off, and you guys drop E-box and go B, because this looks like a B split smoke, so it might pull one of the 2 B players to hold it like this. That's the only way I would use it. Otherwise, just throw temple smoke. Get bomb, you're 1 HP, so you don't want to commit to mid. Good. Did you miss any util on your teammate? You missed a flash. It's important to kind of like scavenge for util like this, because even though it's like a small thing, picking up USP was a small thing as well. All right. And like over time, these little things will add up. Yep, A kill, good. Make sure you go through rugs, good. Last guy's A, or go B, good. Ooh, you goofed a little bit. Very, very slightly. At the end of the round here. Right now, what's wrong?
I need a drop.
No. You're not going to... Go ahead. What were you going to say?
I'm not going to see it.
You have CT Molly.
Oh.
Drop that shit. Not worth it. If you're mid defaulting, it doesn't actually do anything for door. They can still tuck here. They can still tuck over here. They can still sit in the door. Even if you throw one that's supposed to get, like, you know, there isn't one that gets everything, but let's say you had one that gets everything, like, there's always going to be a gap somewhere. E-box, if you molly on this side, they can tuck in the corner. If you molly in the corner, they can tuck on this side. They can play in front of it. All right. If you molly emo, you might not burn all of emo. It's just bad.
Damn, CT Molly fucking blows.
Yes.
I knew it was bad, but not that bad.
Yeah.
Hey, did that one hit?
Yep, it did.
Hey, it kinda
nice. If you're gonna smoke red, do it from over here safe. Reason
like,
why?
Make it off the wall.
Yeah, because this guy's fighting so hard, there's high likelihood of teammates with him. If a teammate's with him, he could definitely be indoor. So this is a little risky. I'm pretty sure you guys insta-mollied door, but like... Oh my god, double CT molly on mid.
Yo, it works. Also, that is the correct molly, how it's how ours is supposed to land.
Nice. Yep. Lurk smoke. I'll explain why.
Shit.
Lurk smoke, you can get the pillar. If you can get the pillar, it makes this guy's life so much harder if you can get wrapped from mid, because you have a guy mid. Because now you could be pillar, right? So there's no hiding. Whereas if he can just sit here and hold a main, then he can tuck from camera. Or if he sits here and just holds camera, then you can just tuck from a main. I'll like hear you if you're on the pillar. Lurk smoke just makes this guy's life like a lot harder.
Okay.
And it's a bit, yeah. I was gonna say, and it's a bit safer because you guys' spacing is kind of like right now. No, does he win? Okay, good. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is fine. Just getting ready for the pushes. Oh, dude, if I died on that, oh my god, I'm so mad.
What, the lurk?
It was good from you, though. Yeah. Yeah, see? Look at him. He's fucking typing in chat. He's so mad. Yeah, I mean, I would be too. I would be too. You're doing that shit in a pug. I hate you. But it's like good. It's good. Yeah.
It's kind of a waste. We're gonna clear it anyway.
I was gonna say CT Molly might be better. Or sorry, not CT Molly. CT Smoke might be better.
Oh.
Like a smoke that pops
like
like
behind
this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you just, I mean, if there's a deagle CT, you just die. Rifle CT, you just die. So just be aware of it. Nope.
Dog shit smoke, yeah.
If you just normal throw the smoke off like the bottom of this, and it will pop right here, and it will block the left and block right, and it's just good. If you throw a smoke that's like CT like this, they can still just
it
walk
leaves
through
the
on
gap
the right.
into the corner. I said it immediately as I threw it to my teammate. It also doesn't even fully bloom.
Nice try. How did we break down these jiggles though? Did you give the walk up a jiggle? No. Fuck. Small detail. Again, very small detail. This is what we're going to be pointing out though, because like mechanically you do seem like very fucking solid. Jiggle this before you go, because think of anyone who like walks up water. If they dropped from mid, they're dropping on here and they're walking up here. If they came from over here, they don't want to make noise dropping in the water. They'll walk up over here. It's like very rarely will you actually get walked up here, like mid round.
I feel like I get walked up there more often than on the right side actually. At least in my bugs that I'm beginning.
It's a thing. It's not like, honestly, I don't know if I'd still say this is more common than this. Because this guy's not as exposed, he can get up closer, you have to swing wider to kill him, etc., etc. But at least give this a check. Right.
Yeah.
You come here, check. You see his like fucking backpack or whatever, and then you can like tuck and then give it a jiggle on the stairs. You're moving left and right and up and down on these stairs. It's a good peek. Yeah. Lurk smoke. Molly. Yeah. No way.
Placement's a bit off, and I fucked my molly. Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, I think you might have also ran too far on your lurk smoke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, small details. Oh, I have a play for you. It's gonna sound super brain dead.
Oh, that's my type of play. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't do that here, but I would do
as
that.
As soon as you clear this right side, honestly, I'd do it.
Oh, got him that time. Although he got me before.
He got you. Okay, 2 kills mid. Kill goes down at B. Grab bomb, go B. 3 people here. This is good. Nope. Why?
I forgot the lineup completely, and I should be probably 3 packs.
It's not necessarily the lineup. Just tell me why you shouldn't be throwing the flash.
I don't really have a really good reason.
Okay.
I just feel like it would be better to pack, if anything, especially if I don't know the lineup.
Correct. So I mean, the knowing the lineup, not knowing the lineup shouldn't affect this at all. You should be throwing the flash in the first place. The reason why is, one, they don't have op. You don't have flash off and op. 2, think of B on Mirage mid round 3v3. You get info. There's like only 1 B. I mean, and I would assume there's only 1 B because 2 kills went down in mid. These guys are either gonna like aggro B main, aggro E box, or they're just gonna do this noob thing where they go 1-1-1 and everything is bad. They shouldn't be doing this, but they are.
Should we be contacting or just generally just rushing together at that point and just
contacting? So think of B apps on Mirage. You'll never see a mid round B pop. You'll never see like a 40-second 3v3 B pop. The reason why is because the nature of the site, how it works. So B on Mirage, kind of similar to the way the B anchor has to play this. You want a spot. You also don't really want fights on B main, like straight up fights on B main. You're just going to try and delay or multi-frag. But you're going to either play some like gross off angle to multi-frag, or you're spotting for info. If you're playing some off angle to multi-frag, there's a lot of places you can get blind and just tuck. So flash is kind of eh. Same thing goes for Beyond Mirage. And if they're if they're playing to multi, they can tuck really easily. And if they're playing to delay, then you need to get in there and kill that guy, right? And usually if they're playing to delay, they're playing to spot. So as soon as you spot them, you just run in, you flood in. So that's why this should be more of a contact. That's why also on Mirage, like 40-second 3v3 at B site is like usually a contact in pro play.
Okay.
Right, because look how much noise you guys are making. Now, by the time you guys get into sight, boom.
Yep, second player. Now. And third player is already half rotated.
Yep. And Sharpie gets the kills, but you guys made it a lot harder for yourself than it needed to be. Yeah, flash and aim in. You heard one camera rotating. Molly on heaven is good.
Frame is pretty bad, and I'm kind of just going way too fast for my own good. I also did. I'm trying to not be like tensing so much, and I kind of really shot myself when I was like actually panicking right there.
Yeah, the other thing also is you jiggled, but for no real reason, because you see the headshot molly, right, like here.
Yeah.
I guess as soon as you realize that you peeked, you hit the first bullet, he just kind of shreds you.
Yeah.
This is kind of just like a hit your shot-ish. It's not like too bad.
It's a bit.
The main thing is the jiggle, but as soon as you realize it was, as soon as you realize it was molly, you went. So that was kind of just hit the shot. Also, what's wrong with the buy?
I could have dropped again.
Yeah, Sharpie could have too. This guy's 2 and 8, so maybe save your money. But this is gonna be awesome to talk about. This molly is really good for you to get close E-box.
Yeah, that's mainly what I use it for.
What should the CTs do when they see this molly?
I would assume re-molly, play tennis with the utility.
And then after they molly, what are they going to do?
Smoke right before their molly dissipates, and then they still have E-box control.
Right. And then you don't have a molly anymore because you used it so that you could run up close. So save the molly. This is how it should go, is you just run up. If they peek, they shoot your teammate first. He's in the back. You peek trade.
Okay.
Like, that dead ass. Allow this guy to pass away so that you can get this kill, and then you can actually take E-box control. Because this molly is just like... This is one of those things as well. This is like Bankers on Mirage that instant smoke apps. Awesome. The round is going to feel super comfortable for like 20 seconds. After those 20 seconds, we're cooked. Right? It's like this. It's like, cool, I can get close to E-box. Now what do I do?
Yeah, now I got remollied.
Yep, bait him good.
Yep.
That guy's re-swinging in. Nice. Should have been more aware of it, though. I wouldn't have peeked as far. Like, I'm honestly just pre-aiming super wide and doing this all the way out into the open. Like, your pre-aim is really wide, and then when you come around the corner, your pre-aim is like pretty close to angle, but you know he's going to swing. So, pre-aim is just too close to angle.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Yeah, I have a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So buy AK. If you want to save enough money so you can buy them the next round, which you shouldn't because your team is full investing here. You can even buy AK armor. You could buy AK armor. You still have $2,100 left over. Next round you would have $4,500. So like even if your intentions were to save so you have money next round, like you're still underbuying.
Oversaving.
Yeah. And this is the way that like the economy works. So if you want to get a full buy in the next round and you're on max loss, so you're on 3,400, you need to save 1,500 and you can get a full buy. Because smoke, molly, nade, flash, AK armor is 4,900. So if the max loss is 34, you save 15. If the max loss is 29, you save $2,000. If the max loss is 2,400, you save $2,500. Right, and they all add up to 4,900. So this is the way you should be buying. And it also it'll tell you in the buy menu how much money you have next round. I still don't use that because I'm just used to this. Just like doing it in my head. So either way, this is an underbuy. And then you're just trying to like gap a main early. Which honestly would make sense because this guy's been nading steps, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Right here, molly pops, you're already close, you say fuck it. That's fine. I think the way you peek it is kind of bad though.
Yeah, it's what I would call like C movement, which is like very shit counter strafing. It's too much W versus on like an L axis. Therefore, my strafe is going to be way better or way worse on the counter strafe, making it harder. Yep,
pretty much that. I haven't thought of it like that, but yeah, it's just go forward and then wide swing.
Yep.
As soon as you don't get a fight here, this is your timing to get here. If he decides to swing after the molly, awesome. Boom. You are so close to making noise here.
You can fully walk down that, like at full speed. You will not make noise.
Shift walking?
Yep, you can shift walk full speed and you will not make noise.
Really?
You don't have to crouch it.
I know you don't have to crouch it, but from my understanding, it was you have to be at like the top of the plank to not make noise. You got like halfway down the plank here before you landed.
I mean, I can probably double check it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I usually just kind of full run, like shift walk on that.
If it's something you put thought into, then that's fine. As long as it wasn't like something careless. Yep.
calling out you.
Nice. After you get this kill, okay, one, you see him jump spotting. I don't know if you saw him jump spotting like that. But the main thing is the way you're holding the smoke. So, right here. Is he going to come straight through smoke or go on the left?
He's going to go on the left.
Right. Because he's going to try and like expose himself to as little angles as possible. But when you shoot, you're just behind him a bit.
Yeah. This
is partially, and you're actually doing a pretty good job at it this game, like being aware of like how the other players are going to peek you, and like what you're kind of forcing them to do with the util that you're throwing. But this is one of those scenarios where like I've been in a scenario like this enough where someone's running through a camera smoke that I will just like already kind of know. I'll just visualize like I just know how this guy's going to peek. You just put your crosshair here, right? And it's kind of like an experience thing. You're doing a pretty good job right now with like expecting stuff. But yeah, your pre-aim is just way too far out in the open for no reason. Like that should have just been like a really easy insta headshot.
Yeah. And this is just a deal play as well.
Drop dualies, double flash.
Come here. How did you do?
Second flash is beautiful. Nice. Yeah, second flash is great. I'm seeing like a lot of good shit here, by the way. Like, yeah. Like intuitively, like second flash is really good. It doesn't matter if you're gonna fucking full blind your teammate. Your teammate should be dead by this point anyway. If he's not dead, unlucky, he's blind, so are they. Right? He has time to back up, get to a good spot.
Yeah.
So, and this is like one of those like quick decision things you have to just like trust yourself and do. Because like, if I'm this guy with the dualies, I'm getting blind and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? But it just makes sense. It makes sense. And like after the moment, I'd be like, oh wait, no, that's actually good. Someone in my chat tested it, Flogic. He said, if I hold shift all the way from the top, I can't make noise. Wow, okay.
Type shit.
That's sick. Double nade, yep. Yeah, it's good that you recognize you need to pick up mid because no one went mid. No.
I need to peek that first. I need to jiggle it.
It's counterintuitive what you're doing. You're going, I'm flashing because you can be close.
Yeah.
Now I'm nading, but I just told myself you could be close, you know? So yeah, just peek on angle. And also the way this peek should go, it's very similar to the way the E-box peek goes, where you check the walk up and then you peek deep.
Yeah.
Right here, you check the cross to pillar, and then you peek deep.
Yeah, same thing.
Because either they're going to be crossing, or they're going to be like here. They're not going to like spend a ton of time in the open. Yeah, going through it's fine. Grab kit's good. No.
No.
Why? Tell me why no. Why is this bad?
I hate this angle whenever I've gone against it. Yeah. Although it's very poor visibility because of the wooden thing.
So this is another one of those things where. For the next like 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, is going to be awesome for you. Everything after that's going to suck because you're going to have to make noise dropping. So it's kind of that similar thing. It's like you're not really setting yourself up too well. If someone peeks you, this is sick, right? But like, because trust me, I've been here. I've done this so many times in this kind of scenario. It's not good. It's not good.
Okay.
Like you get him, he's 1 HP.
Yep.
Nice. If he didn't peek, then you just have to make noise on flank. This, did you jiggle?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, I just always give this a jiggle. I know he's on like a super tight angle. You might not have even seen him anyway, but like I usually just give this a jiggle because if I jiggle, they shoot, they go, oh no, I'm in the open, and they run, and then you peek. It's your buy again. Head armor,
And AKs, yeah.
Yeah, if you're dinked, you have no util. And you have a deagle, you're probably dead anyway. So it's like, Like, it would probably be more useful to get 2 flashes and then do a flash play with your teammates. Also, you're aiming too low on this angle.
Am I?
Yeah. It'll headshot them if they're, like, all the way back here in this corner.
Oh, shit.
But if they're walking up over here, you're shooting their, like, stomach.
Okay.
I guess the pre-aim that I do is I aim at, like, you see these scratches.
Orange, like bricks, yeah.
Yeah, I just aim, like, head level at the scratches. Because they're going to be peeking because the angle you're going at is like this. because they're peeking in front. That's head level for it. Yeah, just a save. Don't even try and go for it. Oh, you guys are so broke. You have no kit. 2v1, they know where you are. This is such a save. And the way you determine saves like this is like you give yourself a percent. Like it's a percentage thing. If I'm in a clutch or there's a round that my team is in that's like probably below like a 25, 30-ish% chance we win, just save. Because you can guarantee next round you'll have a better scenario. Like you'll have a higher percent chance at winning. Even if you guys all full save next round, which you guys are going to have to, you have an 8K at the start of the round, you know, maybe do like a gamble B and like you just like deny mid with your smoke that you saved. If you force them into B, it's like 80% chance you win the round probably. If you force them into A, 0% chance you win the round. You just save again. Right? But why would you want to take a 30% here when you could just have like a higher percent in the next round, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, you saved the deagle from last round, I forgot. I was going to say if you bought deagle, it's going to freak out. Okay, kill at B. They saw 2B. Rotate now. No. You guys lose this round? Even though you guys have 5v3, you guys, you should be rotating. Think of me, or think of yourself. I am mid. My B guy calls 3B.
Yeah, I'm going to be taking mid fast.
My A guy calls 1A main when there's 3B. Where's the gap?
Mid.
Yes. You guys are lucky these guys are playing super, super slow. I mean, they take the mid gap. Yep, you should be rotated with your teammate here, 100%. Thank God your teammate A gets another kill. You run through, yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember what my pre-fight was for this. Oh. Really
your preem was
very
fine.
Sloppy.
Yeah, your preem was fine. It was mainly your adjustment, but it's also kind of an annoying shot to hit. But you could have just been double temple with your teammate there. Right.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't make sense for them to go B, right? You know?
Yeah,
it's 3B.
Yeah, no. And if I like trade frag this guy, it would have been like way, way, way easier round.
Yep.
Oh, there was a one. I don't know how to volley that. I was just trying to do it free ball. I already knew it fucking missed.
I don't think you can.
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to do it within camera or like towards like heaven area. I can't remember.
Okay.
There's a way to actually molly it. And then we have like a little miscommunication mess up here, I believe in mid. He was having audio issues and did not hear the guy that was like running behind him, and I heard him and he was like cancel, and then he ran back and he was just like, oh no, we can do the flash, and then he just started getting beamed.
My main issue with the peak, if you're gonna go for this, left right. I think here you hit a little bit of W because you're on the wall, but just let yourself like kind of glide on the wall, you know, or go forward a bit so you have room to do this.
Yeah, me and my friend have like a term for this where it's we call it ass on the glass, and it's always bad. And that's what makes me kind of do that C shape.
This would have been a free kill.
I could have also just walked up closer and just made it even a way more faster peek.
Yeah, I mean the reason I don't really like peeking here from up close, because if you peek here from up close, I mean I guess if you do like that, but like the peek you're doing is like so
exposed.
Yeah, I mean from here you're exposed as well, but here I don't know. I guess I just don't have luck, or like it just feels wrong. This just feels wrong, and I am like a deady mid player, so I don't know why it feels wrong, but I just know it feels wrong.
Noted.
Yep. If I see that mid molly, I'm making the decision right now: swing or run away. Yeah, I mean you could take in the molly a little bit and then peek because they might think you're running away or something, but because you saw them throw the molly and bounce it off the wall, then like 100% it burns the cubby. Nice. Yeah, I just gamble B. Yep. Yep. Beautiful. So maps like this kind of function the same way as like Vertigo does with rotates. On Vertigo, if you lose an A player, the reaction a lot of teams would have is you shift the mid guy to A, you shift the B guy to like mid, like Guardian, like the overboost scaffolding. And you play 3A, 1 mid, you play retake on B. You still have a chance at winning the round if they go B, but probably not. Right? And this is kind of what I was talking about earlier, where if you go here, or I guess I don't know if I talked about it this demo, but the way it works is basically in that scenario on Vertigo, if they go A when we have 3A, we win, let's say 80% of the time. If they go mid and they try to split A, we win, probably like 80% of the time, maybe even 90, because we literally have all 4 players where they're going. If they go B, we probably lose. Because it's a gamble. But we're taking a 4v5 and turning it into more of like a 45-55, 50-50-ish than playing standard and losing. Right. And for this, because you have and usually this happens when you have like Deady rotators. So Vertigo, you have like the third A guy is like a Deady rotator, throws flashes for A guy for the A players to fight ramp, and then he shifts to double mid, or he picks up mid and the B guy or the mid guy doubles B, and you just play 2-1-2, or you just stay 3-1-1. But on maps where there's like a dedicated rotator, this is like a huge concept. Same thing goes with Dust 2. If you lose a long guy, the B guy will shift to playing mid guy will shift to playing A. You have 3A, 1 holding mid. If they go A, you win. If they go B, you lose. Right? And it's a lot better to go for gambles like this on rounds like this when you kind of are like a shit buy pistols, because it's a gamble anyway. Right? If you play standard, you definitely lose. So this rotate is really, really good. I don't really like how you played this. You're just playing a little too scared. You got timing to bit, that sucks. Nice. So right here, you hear him on the left reloading. Play a spot where you can just like take a shot and back up immediately. Treat it like an op.
Okay.
But like, you're doing this thing where you like don't want to peek because it's risky, and if you die then the round gets bad, but you also like are still peeking every now and then, so it's still risky anyway. It's like just do one or the other. Either you tuck and like hold an angle like this, or hard tuck, or you peek, but you're doing like an in-between, which just means like he's gonna know you're here because he's gonna see you on a jiggle or something, and you're not giving yourself a super high % chance at killing him. So it's just like it's like a non-factor.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And like the quick switch as well, I 100% guarantee if you went for another one of these like jiggle pre-fires with the deagle, you would have 1-deagged him. Because your crosshair is perfect. He stays here to shoot an extra couple bullets. Right there. That's when you would have like done the jiggle pre-fire. I mean, you might have got Gush too because he was pre-firing it, but yeah. And I'll try and use an example. When I was playing, oh my god, you're about to eat this nade. When I was playing Nuke in a team setting, the end of my like competitive career was around the time that it became meta to start throwing like door lurk smoke and top hut molly in like the mid round. FaZe kind of like popularized it, and it was really, really good for like forcing the top hut player to like schizo out, because it's around the time you've used all your smokes today. You also can't let them down vent. Also, because of the nature of the door lurk smoke, if someone walks out vent, you now have a 1v1 on door, and you don't really want a 1v1 as the top hut player, because if you go down, then the A site's kind of cooked. It would force me into like a really, really weird scenario. For the first few times I faced it, felt super uncomfortable. I was doing the thing where I was like, well, I have to spot door because I can't let them down vent. But like to not let them down vent, I have to peek door, which means I have to give up a 1v1. And like that's the way that I was looking at it. It was like, I don't want to do this, but I have to do this, right? If you have to do it, fucking commit and kill them. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right? Like that was the solution. That's what fixed me.
Oh, because I have to do this.
I was up there top hut and I'm sitting there. I'm like, this is a terrible fight. I don't want this fight. Like, don't peek, please. I have to check it. Like that kind of thing. And like, I'm never gonna come out. If someone's ready for me top hut, I'm never coming out on top of that fight. So the solution for me was literally just, I have to lock in and just kill this guy, dude. Like that is my job right now. Just kill the door guy. It's not a good fight for me. It's not a great scenario. That's the nature of what they're doing. But I also can't let them down vent. Just kill this guy. If I die, figure it out. Maybe I held it wrong. But like, yeah. And I got way better at those scenarios because I just kill the door guy. He tried to take the 1v1 on top hut, and I'd just be like, yo, fuck you. And I just kill him. And like those kind of scenarios, there's like a lot of those little scenarios on like other maps that I like struggled with. But when I came up with that solution, it just made the game a lot easier, because it's like, if you're ever in a scenario where you're like, I don't, the nature of you jiggling is aggro. Kill him. And if you peek and you die, then maybe you shouldn't have peeked, or you whiffed, right? And now we find the solution of we either tuck or we fight. Now we determine whether it was good or wrong.
Commit to the idea, not be wishy-washy with it.
Right, because there's never going to be a scenario where you peek and you die and you're like, oh, I should have just jiggled. It's like, oh, I should have just exposed myself a little bit less and not tried to kill him. Like sometimes, yeah, maybe, but like, you know what I mean? It's like if you're jiggling anyway, like you're allowing yourself to die. So it's either you're like it's okay to allow yourself to die, or it's not okay to allow yourself to die. And if you're gonna allow yourself to die, then at least let it be for a reason. Don't let it be so you could like maybe see him. Super aggro, but you have a teammate with you. The only thing is your spacing was a little bad. This is what I was gonna say. Before you go out, just wait for this guy.
To the dude.
Sit here, wait. Now you swing with your teammate. You just went too early.
Yeah.
And yeah, you also see him, but like maybe you blinked or something. Like you're dying, and then look where your teammate is. Okay, I guess he's close.
Still not peeking yet, and now he's peeking.
But like, yeah, you should just go out together. Did you guys lose that? Okay, good. Nade on steps. When you're nading steps, are you checking your UD as well after rounds?
Not as much as I should. I should be checking ED a lot more.
Yeah, because you'll figure out really quickly if you're being useful or not. Like right now, your HEs on steps, I think, have done a total of like 20 damage.
Yeah, they're doing kind of nothing.
And they're doing a lot to you. So like this round you didn't nade, but yeah. Here, no.
Yeah, I thought about this. This death is just like, I already knew that I wanted to spam off the reaction, but I should have just kind of done it from the doorway, if anything. I just came out way further just to do the exact same spam that I could have just done literally 5 feet away.
I wouldn't even spam.
Really?
I just rotate into sight. Because your teammate died E-box, and they're probably in E-box, your other teammate is also spamming, or was shooting from over here. So if I'm the E-box guy and I hear one spamming from temple who I know is the rotate and one CT, well, what am I going to do? Peek.
Yeah.
Even if you're in the doorway, it doesn't matter. You want to get into sight before they can get into sight and stuff their exec or whatever they want to do. If you sit back here and spam, you give up the sight so that you can like maybe get a smoke kill.
Okay.
It's just not worth it. Unlucky. I mean, the way you peeked it, you kind of did like the forward right peek.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the way that I would be looking at this peek, it's not a matter of like, I have a teammate in the open. If there's a guy here, he should be shooting at my teammate because we flashed. So there's like a pretty big timing where this guy just gets blind, tucks, and then re-peeks, and then that's the one you're fighting. I would honestly just go wide. I'd go as far wide out here as I can. Because I also want to see his POV as well, because I'm pretty sure it was something similar to that. Yeah, flash goes off a main. Yep, super normal. And like, you probably die anyway, but what's wrong with the buy here? Oh, wait, you sold. Wait, smoke double flash. Good. Yep, spam is good. Before I leave, honestly, I spam the right side, just in case this guy is over here hearing you spam and tries to come through on the bullets, like when you're reloading. I usually just use up the extra 5 just to see, or like the extra like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever after I get this kill, just to full spam the smoke. Because if I'm gonna full give like anyway, might as well like potentially get more kills. Nice. Don't. Oh, you saw him on the jiggle. But you re-peeked. You got the kill. I mean, it's not a bad thing you have this confidence, by the way, because you are peeking in a lot of scenarios like they're kind of like eh, but it's good to have the confidence. It's a lot better to be like kind of over aggro and peek too much, but then after the fact be like, okay, I shouldn't have peeked there, than have to like be too passive and then be like, oh, I should be peeking, because then you have to gain confidence, right? Yeah. And that's not something that's like easy to teach or learn.
Gaining confidence is way harder than to kind of just being stupid with it. I'm gonna be real. Yeah,
because then you just learn, right? You already have the ability to peek and whatever. You just learn that you shouldn't do it. Whereas if you play too passive, you have to like learn something. Nice fucking shot. Head armor. Drop M4. I was gonna flame your buy because you should get a nade here, but
I actually also I also voice comm because I saw it late. To correct buy a little bit more to get an extra M4 out. I called it out to like blue. Okay. So there's gonna be like that mess, but he gets an M4 in the end.
Very aggro.
I'm peeking here.
I don't disagree with it. I do this as well. Like many players do this as well.
Well, no, not that. I mean, like when I'm throwing my utility, I was hoping I would catch somebody off throwing like an HE or something.
Yeah.
But when I'm throwing my smoke, I'm pretty sure I'm fucking exposed.
The only thing I'll say with this peak, if you're going for it, don't get bumped on this, please. This is such a stupid way to die, as you like accidentally get bumped on it and you're adjusting your crosshair when you're to moving like this, right? Because you're moving all the way over here, so you have to adjust your crosshair.
And everything.
Yeah. So if you have to adjust your crosshair left when you're going out wide and you get bumped on this wall, there will be times, because this is timing when someone left would peek, where you get bumped on the wall and your crosshair's on the wall because you were not moving anymore, but you're still moving your crosshair, and then your crosshair's not on, you die.
Yep.
So it's happened to me. I'm assuming it's happened to you before. Just don't bump on this. Small detail, but smoke is fine. Go for the step speaker right now. Why do we over peek it? That was a free kill. Damn it.
Yeah.
Free kill. Oh, it was such a free kill. He was holding E-box.
I was really trying to preempt steps, but my preaim is just like so bad. I also just peeked it pretty bad at the same time. Like, I need to like probably do that in refrag. I need to get used to some of the angles after said break.
If you lose this round, you lost this round off this kill.
Dead ass.
Yep. My main issue with this is so here. This is like a subconscious, like very, very micro thing. We peek, we see him, we donk slide back into the angle. We don't donk slide, we just go back into the angle. But I saw that I hit him. So he's gonna be slow and he's probably half HP, he just killed a teammate.
Yeah.
Just kill him. Don't donk slide, just kill him. You peek, you see he's in the open, you know you already hit him, so he's already slow. He's stuck in the open, should be half HP, kill him. He's 74, but like either way, just kill him here. But the reason you don't kill him is because you try to donk slide back to the angle, but you need this fucking kill because your other B guy died. You didn't see anything towards mid. You saw one steps. One was spamming back mid. Like there's a pretty decent likelihood they're trying to do a B crunch right now. You need this kill. And like I don't think the nature of like donk sliding away, like taking that kind of fight, I don't think is bad, but it's you donk slide when you wide swing, right? So that you have enough time to kill him. But if you peek on angle and then you donk slide, then you're just like, hey, I'm gonna shoot you twice and then tuck, you know?
Yeah.
You're just not giving yourself the opportunity. So like mechanically, really good. Like to sum up the demo, mechanically, really, really solid. There's just a lot of little things. And that's also a demo where you played well, so there's going to be a lot of scenarios where like what you want to do works. Next session we should do one where you don't. I don't like doing sessions where people do well or don't do or do bad. Because if you do bad, you usually get unlucky in a decent amount of scenarios. If you do well, you usually get lucky in a decent amount of scenarios. So yeah, an average game is preferred, but like that's a good start. That's a good starter demo because there's pretty much nothing we have to work on mechanically. It's mainly like your mentality, like behind like the, like how you're peaking, why you're peaking, that kind of stuff. Because those are really the only times you died. There are only like, what, there's only one round where I was like, okay, you actually just missed there. Everything else was you're setting yourself up wrong, if there was a mistake. And then the other stuff was like the rotates and kind of map specific stuff. But to summarize it, basically, kind of like your map awareness needs to get better. Like that round where you guys were 4 stacked B, the guy B main knows you guys are 3B and you're sitting on B for like 10 seconds. Like,
Yeah.
All right, that's very obvious. That's very obvious. So map awareness needs a little bit of work. Kind of team play as well. That round where you swung out temple, but you have a guy like 2 steps behind you. Definitely just wait for him. So there's like the little things like that, but that's how you lose those games.